Quick update on my Annona grafts. Most of these I did this February, with the exception of this one, which is one I did about a year and a half ago. This is called a Pepa Chong. Grafted onto a cherimoya rootstock that I've been growing for a couple of years. So it's done some pretty good growth this year. I noticed it was looking a little constrained in its pot, so I just recently moved it up to a 15-gallon, and it started flushing out a whole bunch of new growth. It's flowered in the past, but I don't see any flowers right at the moment, but wouldn't be surprised if it put out some flowers pretty soon. Back here is another, this is an Atomoya. It's called a Taiwanese Atamoya. And this one is actually trying to flower a little bit. I grafted this in February, and this graft is really fused together pretty well. Just kind of did a bark graft on it. And it's put out some flowers. I haven't got any fruit yet, but I haven't had that many flowers. And the timing hasn't been right. I haven't had male flowers and female flowers coming out at the same time. So I'm thinking maybe next year I'll probably start seeing a lot more flowers and I can get some pollination happening. Right over here I have two. These are elamas, which is an Annona diversifolia. I grafted these onto some cherimoya rootstocks and was lucky enough to get them both to take. These have been a little tricky. They kept wanting to sort of die on me, or at least kind of get these kind of crispy leaves with spots. But I think the warm, dry weather that we've been having the last month or so has really kind of cleared it up. Over here, I've got another Atomoya. This is called the Gefner Atomoya, and I grafted it onto an Atomoya seedling that I grew from some Atomoya seeds that I got a couple of years ago. So doing pretty nicely. Notice putting out another branch over here. Just kind of did a sort of an ugly cleft or a whip graft on it, but it's come together pretty good. Right over here I've got, this is another Atomoya. It's called a Bumples Dream, which is supposedly a cross between an El Bumpo and a Dream Atomoya. So this one, as you can see, is flowering as well. Maybe I'll get lucky enough to have these two flowers, that one and this one, kind of happen at the same time. So maybe I can get one fruit out of the whole deal this year. Over here is a second Taiwan Atomoya that I grafted a little bit high. I tend to graft them a little bit high just in case they don't take, and so I can have more rootstock second try for the next year. This one did take, so it's doing pretty good. It's branching out, trying to grow pretty well. Over here this is a seedling of a Pink's Mammoth Atomoya, and I grafted this one actually 3 times. One graft didn't take and the other 2 signs did take, as you can see right here, and they're both coming out pretty nicely. I'm not sure if it's going to favor one or the other, but if I have to do some pruning back, I'll definitely have some sign material. Over here I have, this is a Fernandez. This is an Annona reticulata, also known as a custard apple. The leaf pattern is a little different, and the fruit it makes is it's pretty nice. I ordered some fruit last summer, and it was quite delicious, so I ordered a couple of times. This one is the darker red variety of it, and the lighter pinkish one is a different variety. That one is known as San Pablo, but this is the kind of the dark red one, and it's kind of a raspberry flavor. Hopefully I can get this one to go. It's I've heard that they're not super compatible with cherimoya, but this one seems to be doing fine, so hopefully it'll work out. This one here is actually a scion of a cross between an Articulata and a cherimoya. It's called a Chiralata. And as you can see, it's almost like the roots, or the leaves kind of want to look more like a cherimoya, but you can see that it has just a little bit of that reticulata in it, just on kind of how it looks compared to in a cherimoya. And I think I've shown you all of them that I was successful with. I had a few that didn't take for whatever reason. And I have more rootstocks to graft on next year. I'm actually growing a little pile of cherimoya seedlings here that I had some seeds sitting around for the last 3 years, and I just decided, well, maybe I should try to grow them, and most of them grew. So I'll be potting these up to larger pots, and pretty soon it's just on my to-do list. And do some more grafting next February when everyone's pruning and selling scions. Thanks for watching.